Hey y'all, thanks for tuning in to Dale's Short Hot Topic. So, we all know that Jay-Z is no stranger to success, and lately, he's been making moves like right to left and left to right. And he's been doing this before he was married, but since he married Beyonce, he's been making even bigger moves. Check this out. By going into court, stomping cases, taking on cases for other individuals, and also dealing with a case as we speak. And what is that case? You know that case against the perfume company. Parlux saying that he didn't fulfill his part of the agreement as far as promoting the cologne. So what's happening is Parlux, Francis is saying that Jay-Z didn't push the cologne like he should have. What shall I say, as if he had a new album coming out. So on last Friday, Jay-Z took to the witness stand in Manhattan Supreme Court, testify about the perfume. So Sean Carter maintained his innocence while on trial on Friday, stating that you have me on trial for something I didn't do, and that his exchanges with Parlux became testy. And the perfumes company legal team is led by Anthony Viola, who immediately started digging into contractual agreement, and while bringing attention to the document he signed that calls for promotional tie-in around his perfume. So Viola went on the offense, stating that Jay-Z didn't do what he was supposed to do as far as making personal appearances for the Gold Jay-Z launch. And Jay-Z said he did do a lot of promotions for the Gold Jay-Z launch. He had an act. Didn't he have a year to complete his obligation? So in other words, the Parlux Perfume Company is saying Jay-Z didn't give what he was supposed to be given, and Jay-Z is saying that he did give what was supposed to be given. He just had more time to do it than what they thought he was going to do it in that. But Viola didn't seem to be listening, so they kept going back and forth and back. And the industry is not typically known for generating controversy, but Parlux Francis is suing the 51-year-old rapper and accusing him of failing to properly promote his Gold Jay-Z cologne line. So Parlux is trying to paint out a picture that Jay-Z is not familiar with the ins and outs of the cologne business, including the potential need to promote activity. And with everything ended with Jay-Z calling the work of Parlux lazy and crappy. Well, we'll all just have to see what the outcome of the trial is. But speaking of outcome, one of the great outcomes of Jay-Z's careers is he was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And we all know that Jay-Z and Damon Dash have had their debates back and forth since the 1990s after co-founding a Rockefeller Records label alongside with Kareem Biggs Burks, and the two eventually went their separate ways and their relationship soured, and they both were in and out of court, especially over NFTs and Damon Dash trying to sell his 1/3 stake in the company. But even through all of that, Jay-Z still acknowledged Damon Dash in his acceptance speech into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He took out his time to credit Damon Dash for his contributions to his career. Jay-Z said, we're gonna create a company, it's hip hop. And then we created a company called Rockefeller Records. Shout out to Damon Dash. I know we don't see eye to eye, but I can never erase your accomplishments, and I appreciate you and thank you for that. So by Jay-Z extending an olive leaf branch to Damon Dash is ready to squash the beef that they had for over 20 years now. Damon Dash was surprised that Jay-Z mentioned him and said it was beautiful. I'm glad he said it was for the culture. We need to squash everything. So hopefully if that was an extended olive branch, I'll spin one back. I have no beef with him, and he has no beef with me. Let's get the lawyers out of it then. Let's talk men to men, but definitely I appreciate the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is a great achievement, and Jay-Z said that he'll probably go home and sit in his car and cry about it. Much gratitude. Well, not only was Jay-Z inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, he has a new movie out called The Harder They Fall, and it's on Netflix playing right now as I speak. And it is said to be doing very well. So Jay-Z is making big moves. He's not a billionaire for nothing. Jay-Z also has some other business adventures that's going on with Will Smith, and he's still fighting for that spot to be an NFL team owner. And thanks to his wife Beyonce, Jay-Z goes platinum for the first time on Instagram in just a few hours, and he also becomes the first person that his wife follows, even though he deleted his account the next day. Unfortunately, Jay-Z was not picked for the gambling license, but hey, well, who knows what else he has up his sleeve. I guess we'll find out in the near future. Alright everyone, that's all I have for you guys at the moment. Subscribe to the channel for more updates. Share the content with others and give me a thumbs up. Also comment below, and I'll talk to you guys later.
Forget what they doing, keep on